What up, what up? It's Dom Kennedy, live New York City. I want to say what up. GoodFellaMedia.com, Lamar Park, Westside 2 on the way. Yeah.
The original
Dom Kennedy.
All right, simple question to start off. I mean, why is this project the original Dom Kennedy? What, the other ones wasn't really you?
Yeah,
What's going on?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got to the point in my career after From the West Side with Love, you know what I'm saying? I did a lot of shows and started going a lot of places and stuff, and I was looking at rap, you know what I'm saying? And I was watching how everybody was getting grouped in, you know what I'm saying? And I was seeing artists from here, you know what I'm saying, with artists from, you know what I'm saying, all parts of the country, and the rap that I know and the level that I feel like we need to get back to is where everybody has their unique thing that they bring to the table that collectively makes us all better. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing about being separate. It's just about everybody doing their thing that inspires everybody and sounds specific to their, you know, their neighborhood or whatever. And so, you know what I'm saying? And then around this same time, after From the West Side with Love, I started kind of getting more into my own style and finding out things that I didn't like, you know what I'm saying, and parts of my music that I wanted to bring out and things that I've been wanting to say for the longest and add in my music. And I feel like I'm really, you know what I'm saying, coming into my own. So just by saying that, I feel like I'm completely myself now, and this is like the one of one, you know what I'm saying, Dom Kennedy.
Well, the project seemed more personal probably than anything else I've heard from you. You did talk a lot about things that were going on in your life, and a lot of what's going on in here. I saw you break down a lot of what was going on in your thought process.
Exactly.
The first half of the project seems to sound very classic West Coast sonically. You know what I mean? With those smooth grooves, I felt like throwing on here we go, you know what I mean? That was going through my mind while listening. You know, I Got Five on it. All that was going through my mind while listening to the first half of the project, because you were keeping it very mellowed out. It was very melodic, mixed in with flows and everything. Why did you go more that route when you started the project?
When I was doing the project, man, I was just like, first of all, when I approach this rap thing, I want to be challenged. You know what I'm saying? And every time out, I don't want to do something I already did before. So coming out From the West Side with Love and having more stuff that was with hooks and 16s and, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff, which is cool. Exactly, which is cool. But it's like where I'm at and how I get love from my fans, I don't really per se have to really do that. You know what I'm saying? To get the type of reaction and response that I really need. You know what I'm saying? So just knowing that, and I was like, man, I felt like after From the West Side with Love, it was a part of my childhood and a part of a real Dom Kennedy that was missing in my music. And the last part about it was introducing in a new way, you know what I'm saying, that LA thing that I love so much that I knew music to be. And the thing was, you know what I'm saying, when everybody will lead you to believe like, oh, people don't like West Coast music, they don't like LA music, it's dead. And it wasn't. And the thing that I found out, and I told myself it wasn't, it was just they was tired of the people that was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have anything to add. Same thing with, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure a lot of other regions, it just needed a new voice and a new perspective.
Speaking to New York to LA, not trying to stir anything up on a negative route, but you did say something on one of your records about the whole Funk Flex saying something about pop. And it seemed like you took that, you know, some sort of way. How do you feel about that situation?
I mean, okay, it happened. I don't know when it happened, but it was some months ago. So that was like, I was doing shows. So at that time, I'm traveling a lot. I think it might even happen in December. I was in Africa. I wasn't even in recording, even in the studio a lot. And around that time, and then I remember, but like seeing it, and I remember it was like people was talking about it, but I was like, that's strange that nobody will like stand up or like really say anything. You know what I'm saying?
Really,
and it kind of like came and exactly, and it went, and I saw that Flex, you know, got on the radio and did his whole, like, he talked about it or whatever. I don't really know what he said. I don't know if he apologized. I hope he didn't apologize. I don't think he apologized. But, and then so I was just like, man, that's crazy. So now it comes time for me to start working on new music. And, you know, I think about all the things that I want to say that's important to me. And I got the song on my tape, Nigga for Life. And I put the little excerpt from Tupac, like an interview of him talking. So I was like, it was around that same time, made those two songs around the same time. And I was like, man, like, I feel like if in a way like Tupac did so much for me, you know what I'm saying, as just a young black inner city kid, period. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of I'm from LA, I feel like he did so much for me. So I looked at it like, damn, if that was like my uncle, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, like how would I feel? Like I don't think I could just, you know what I'm saying, not say anything about it. So that's kind of all I said. You know what I'm saying? I just said that I hope when he see him, you know what I'm saying, that he slapped you. That's it. And that's truly like how I feel, because I feel like if he was here, it wouldn't have been said first of all. You know what I'm saying? And just like, I mean, it's just one of those things, like, you gonna get your chance. Like, if that's how you feel, like, I was just happy that he said it, because I was like, wow, that's how you feel. Regardless of being drunk, but I was just like, man, you know, that's how you feel.
Just keep it real.
Congratulations. Yeah, exactly. So now that I know, like, you don't have to apologize, you don't have to say nothing, but that's how you feel.
Okay, you speak about feelings that music gave you as a child. You know what I mean? How influential it was to you. Kind of, how do you want your music to influence children that are listening to you? Well, you know what I mean? What's the effect that you're trying to get out of them?
A position of like hope. You know what I'm saying? I don't encourage every kid to rap. Everybody shouldn't be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have to be. But I just hope that if I can help you, you know what I'm saying, find the best in yourself. That's what I think Dom Kennedy music stands for. It's like if you see me do it, and that's why I feel like, you know what I'm saying, my music is really important and really resonates with the kids, because I come from a position of, if you see me do it, and it's funny because that's kind of how I started. I saw other people do it, and I'm like, well, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? So I hope that when kids see me and they know, like, they saw me put out 25th Hour, they saw me do this, they saw me do that, now they see me doing better things here on the radio, you know what I'm saying, doing shit like that, this with you guys, you know what I'm saying, it kind of like gets them to thinking about their own, you know what I'm saying, from the inside and in their heart, and asking themselves, like, what could I do? What can I become?
Last thing is, you have the project out now, Original Dom Kennedy. What's going on now? We're going to be doing shows, or we're working on a new one?
Shows. Westside with Love 2. From the Westside with Love 2 is my main focus right now. The Original Dom Kennedy was just a opening, really, to my new year, and I just wanted people to, because it was last March when I put out From the Westside with Love, and I know how the business works today in terms of putting out music, and I'm not the type of person to put out a song here, a song there. So I hadn't put out anything, so I gave people that project. But that was more so to say, you know, thank you. This is where I'm at today. But From the Westside with Love 2 is what I'm working on.
Is that why there was no extra serious, like, promo beforehand when you dropped
definitely.
it? I mean, it still got the love, which is incredible.
Yeah.
But you didn't, you know, there was no big visuals and nothing like that. Why?
Because it was just one of those things. Well, first of all, I always, you know what I'm saying, wanted to do something like that. Just to kind of test, you know what I'm saying, to reach and see how, because that's like the purest, like, essence of the music spreading. You know, if you give it to one person and then you come back and 100 cars is playing it, that mean that they played for him, they burned it for him.
I felt like you were doing like a heat check. You know
exactly.
Like
that's what it was.
You made three points in a row,
and because I always come from a perspective of trying to do something that everybody's not doing. And just from the Westside with Love, how I did last year, and just sitting back and seeing everything and everybody, it's like you could trace exactly what people gonna do. They're gonna put out the song, then they're gonna tell you about the album for 2 months, you know what I'm saying, then they might put a video out right before, and it's like so much, and then they want to do that big day trending topic, you know what I'm saying, thing, and it was like I didn't really want to do that. Like I felt like the music was solid, and I kind of wanted to give it to the people that was gonna get it, you know what I'm saying, that was my fans that I told, and that were really right there, and then kind of see how far we could go with it.
Well, you're going great, Dom Kennedy. Thanks for your time.
Appreciate
GoodFellaMedia, your boy Q West, Dom Kennedy. We out of here.
My part.
We grew up quick, talking about the ones I grew up with. Some blood, some threw up crib. We all got gifts, some just don't never get found. You wouldn't know.